Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Nope. That's the intro. And we're talking about MySpace.
Get into it.
Let's do it.
I'm Misty.
And I'm Ike.
For the next 15 minutes,
We're going to debate pop culture.
my background's in music.
My background's in film.
I know the topics beforehand.
And I don't.
We check the internet for the facts.
And ruin it with opinions.
From pop rocks in your lunchbox.
To Happy Meal toys and swatch clocks. Happy Monday to ya.
It's very weird to me when you use that accent.
It is weird to me as well. It's episode 126.
Yeah.
And it's a case of the Mondays on a holiday here.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Indeed.
MLK.
Yeah. MLK Day.
And we talking about the OG gangster of social networking
We are.
sites.
MySpace. There's been so much the last couple of weeks about social media, and I thought it'd be really fun if we took it back to a day that there was purity.
Right?
You know?
You were in my top 8.
You were in my top 8. You and Craig both.
That was the best way of letting your friends know what's up.
And how they ranked.
Yeah. And
yeah.
on Mondays, you'd have to be like, I don't know, Steve.
I don't know. You pulled some bullshit this weekend.
Yeah, at the
You
party.
might have to come out in my top 8.
Yep. That's right. I'm going to swap you out.
Yep.
And then, of course, you had to have one completely unattainable celebrity woman just to let everybody know what your type is.
Right. Guys did that.
Yeah.
Girls
And then
didn't do
a
that.
musical artist.
We didn't do that either. We did our friends because that cut to the core.
Here's one thing that I've never understood about the difference between Facebook and MySpace. Designing the look of your page and your wall and
such a big deal.
Yeah. In a time
having
where
that ability to make it your own.
And put a music player on it.
The music player was
Dude.
But do you remember how long it used to take to load someone's page?
Yeah, you could get up and go to the fridge and come back.
Yeah, because they'd put so much code and so much stuff into it.
Right.
I also question how many people ended up with a career in coding that started with them trying to personalize their MySpace.
I think a lot of that stemmed from people that were in college already getting those degrees in communication and all that stuff. And they were like, well, I'm going to practice on my MySpace.
Right.
And now those skills are completely worthless.
Coding?
No.
Oh, I was like,
all that stuff was plugins. I don't think people were actually.
No, I remember trying to learn certain code to make it do certain things.
Really?
Yeah, like Googling how do I make it, flash this and blah blah blah. And it was actually for me, I would just cut and paste the code and insert my words into it.
Me too.
But there are people that actually learn to write it.
Yeah.
To make it work.
That's true.
There are people a lot smarter than us out there.
Yep. If any of y'all coders are out there and you want to code some stuff, we need a website.
That's true.
This episode is brought to you by Squarespace.com for all your Squarespace needs.
I think first we need to talk about when MySpace was at its peak. What years?
Yeah, let's talk about when it began.
Okay. Because to me, I think back to 2004, 2005 is in my brain the peak of MySpace.
Yep.
When did it start?
In August 2003, several eUniverse employees with Friendster accounts saw potential in its social networking features. The group decided to mimic the more popular features of the website. Within 10 days, the first version of MySpace was ready for launch.
10 days is all it took them.
Implemented using Cold Fusion. I don't know what that is. It's not the it's not the science Cold Fusion.
No.
A complete infrastructure of finance, human resources, technical expertise, bandwidth, and server capacity was available for the site. The project was overseen by Brad Greenspan, eUniverse's founder, chairman, and CEO, who managed Chris DeWolf, MySpace's starting CEO, Josh Berman,
and Tom Anderson,
MySpace's starting president, and a team of programmers and resources provided by eUniverse. It was during this early period in June 2003, just prior to the birth of MySpace, that Jeffrey Edel was brought on as chairman of parent company Intermix Media.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Sure.
This is a very serious question.
Okay, I'll get it serious then.
So 10 days from, hey, we're going to buy this thing to this is our target date for this being ready to first version.
Yeah.
Let's say it was a team of 8 guys.
Sure.
How many cases of Jolt Cola do you think that they went through?
What? That makes me wonder.
It's a very serious question because you know that they stayed up 24 hours a day for 10 days. And they weren't drinking coffee. They were like college kids. They were drinking Jolt Cola. 100%.
Well, Red Bull has been available since 1987.
Yeah, but it didn't really hit.
When did Jolt Cola come out? When did Jolt Cola end?
It's very important.
It ceased production between 2009 and 2010.
So it was around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to guesstimate they went through at least 100 cases of Jolt Cola.
I bet. I wish there was a way to look that up.
Right?
This MySpace is brought to you by Jolt Cola.
Tom Anderson.
Tom.
It's funny that they're very similar to Facebook because you've got Zuckerberg and then the Winklevoss twins. There were 3 of them.
Yeah.
MySpace was the same. There were 3 guys, but there's only one guy that you really remember, and that's Tom Anderson because he was your first friend. When you signed on to MySpace, you automatically became friends, and his photo was just that geeky, like him at his computer looking over his shoulder, smiling.
Yep, that's right.
And everybody remembers Tom, MySpace Tom.
Yeah. And let's see here. The company held contests to see who could sign up the most users. eUniverse used its 20 million users and email subscribers to breathe life into MySpace and move it to the head of the pack of social networking websites.
Wow.
Yeah. Can you imagine just having like 20 million people on an email list and be like, I'm going to start something new today?
Do you think we could buy that list from them?
Yeah. Now, I think that list now is probably worth nothing.
Right. Because they're all AOL addresses that don't exist anymore.
Yeah, including mine.
Here's something super interesting for you.
All
so
right.
that eUniverse, that was the original company, right?
Yep.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening.
COVID.
We can't joke about that. It's just not funny. Like,
Sure it is.
it's not. I mean, I don't want to have the COVID.
You don't have it. That's why it's funny.
Okay. Anyway, eUniverse. So when did they do it? 2003?
Yep.
Just a mere 2 years later, it was purchased by News Corp for $580 million.
Wow. The MySpace domain was originally owned by yourz.com. Intended until 2002 for its use as an online data storage and sharing site.
Oh, I figured it'd be a dating app. MySpace. 2003, they created it.
Yep.
2005, News Corp bought it for $580 million. 2011, Specific Media purchased it for $35 million. That's how quickly it depreciated. From $580 million to 6 years later, $35 million.
Wow. In February of 2005, DeWolf held talks with Mark Zuckerberg over acquiring Facebook. But DeWolf rejected Zuckerberg's offer to sell Facebook to him for $75 million.
And what year was that?
2005. And now Facebook's worth what? A couple of $trillion?
Yeah, like
can you imagine?
Numbers the mind can't even like come up with.
I mean, still Zucks would be good to go. 75 mil.
Absolutely.
See you later.
Yeah.
But now he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Man, there's a lot of money going around out there.
What happened to MySpace Tom? Where'd he go? What's he doing now?
Let me find out. I heard something about him.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then
island.
he like pops up in my like, sphere of like
Tom
things.
From MySpace net worth. $60 million is what Tom ended up with.
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Tom from MySpace. Where is he now? Where is he now? After selling MySpace to News Corp for $580 million in 2005, Anderson left the company in 2009. In his retirement, Anderson took up travel photography after taking photos at Burning Man in 2011.
Of course he did. Of course he did. That all makes complete and absolute sense.
Yeah, it's not like he needs to make a living off of it.
No.
He just travels and takes pictures.
And goes to Burning Man.
Right.
His life is Burning Man.
He is Burning Man.
He is Burning Man.
Yep.
Wow. When do you estimate that like the downfall of MySpace happened? Like what year? What year did it start like tapering off for you?
I'm gonna have to Google it. It's because it's basically like, I think I started doing Facebook right when I moved to California. So
there was a period of time where it was a crossover where you had both.
Yeah. I think I got my first Facebook in 2007. So I think I'm saying MySpace was dead by 2009.
Yeah, I think around 2000. I think it was probably around 2008.
When did MySpace die?
I think that Facebook probably like overtook it in around 2008.
Despite an overall decline, in 2015, MySpace still had 50.6 million unique monthly visitors and had a pool of over 1 billion active and inactive registered users. In June of 2009, MySpace employed approximately 1,600 employees.
But now they only have like 150.
Right. Because didn't Ashton Kutcher buy it for a minute or something? No. Suit and tie. What's his name? Justin Timberlake bought it for a hot second, didn't he?
No, just... I think you're getting confused. Wasn't Justin Timberlake in The Social Network, the movie about Facebook?
Yes, but I heard he bought MySpace.
I think that's maybe an urban legend. I don't know. If that's true, that's really funny. I don't think I've ever heard that.
In June 2011, Specific Media Group and Justin Timberlake jointly purchased the company for approximately $35 million.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake bought it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like what a failure. I didn't think he could fail at anything.
It wasn't, because on February 11th, 2016, it was announced that MySpace and its parent company had been purchased by Time Inc. for $87 million.
How much did he buy it for? 35?
35. And I don't think all 35 was his.
No.
But he definitely doubled his money, whatever he put in.
Like he needed to?
35 to 87.
That's weird, because now when you go to it, you can't even get logged into it.
No.
Like it's in like beta mode.
Yeah. This one says, why did Justin Timberlake buy MySpace?
I'm interested in that. Why, Justin?
Here's a statement from Timberlake. There's a need for a place where fans can go to interact with their favorite entertainers, listen to music, watch videos, share and discover cool stuff, and just connect. MySpace has the potential to be that place.
He wanted to take it back to music, because that was, I mean, at one point, MySpace, that's what it became, as a place to go and listen to music from your favorite artists.
Exactly. And your favorite like undiscovered artists, and discover new artists and like share them.
You want to hear some stats on the music artist on MySpace?
Yeah, I do.
So the number of musical artists registered, because you registered as a person or a band or whatever, there were 14.2 million music artists that were 14.2 million.
Yeah.
There were 53 million songs in the MySpace library.
That's nuts.
13,000 songs were uploaded to MySpace every single day.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it is cool. I think somebody's going to eventually come up with a crossover of like
Spotify meets Facebook.
Meets YouTube, meets it's videos, it's music, it's everything, and it's not Facebook.
Right.
Like I think there needs to be a new one. We're due for a new one.
We are due for a new one. I think there need to be some like real firm rules. Like this is for music artists to introduce their music to people on their own, not Spotify, where that they don't get paid out royalties, properly. Yeah. Like a place literally that an artist can be that person that's, putting the music into the interface. Like communicating, not a management team or blah, blah, blah. Like Billie Eilish writes a song late at night and, sets up a video or her phone in front of her and records it and then just uploads it to her My Music or whatever it's called,
Yeah. I mean, there's so many outlets now. It's like, for established artists, it could be Patreon and their fans could get new content that's not available anywhere else first.
Yeah.
I think I'd love for there to be a place for unsigned artists to specifically showcase their work. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then people can...
It's really hard in things like Apple Music and Spotify to find new artists.
Yeah, because the labels are paying for their hot new stuff to be pumped to the front.
Right. I have a couple of things that I subscribe to on my Spotify that specifically pull out new artists and send them to me.
That's awesome.
It was a process to get that kind of a playlist. It was not easy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I kind of miss, logging onto MySpace and looking at My Chemical Romance's page and being like, oh my gosh, there's a new song. There's a new song.
Yeah. Or when they found a new band that they liked to tour with, and they would put them in the top 8. And
right.
Like, oh, man.
You're like, wait, who's that?
Yeah.
I've never heard of A Day to Remember or whatever.
The last time I logged on to the MySpace for my band, we had our music up there. We took everything down but our new single off our last record. And when I looked again, we had 120,000 plays.
That's really pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
I mean, 110,000 of them were probably me, but...
Oh.
I kid.
Last year. If you want to check out my old band, guys, it's called Last Year's Model. We're not on the internet anymore.
So you really can't check them out?
No, but you can find 14 knockoff Last Year's Models.
Right. I did find the answer. The month and year that MySpace was overtaken by Facebook in worldwide users was April of 2008.
Interesting.
That's the year that Facebook, ding, we have one more user than you have.
I think I found my MySpace page.
Oh my God. At its peak, MySpace was worth $12 billion.
Can you imagine? But they never sold it nobody ever bought it or sold it for 12 million.
Nope.
Billion with a B?
Billion. At its peak, MySpace had 75.9 million users.
Okay. Here's something that'll be fun to look back at one day. Mm-hmm. Well, at our peak, how much do you think Misty and Ike will be worth?
$12. I'm kidding.
I mean, per minute. Per second. 12 minutes per second. Time, space, travel.
Time, space, travel. Science. Math.
Hey, you got your new thing over there.
I do.
Yeah. Misty's got the power now, too, guys.
I do.
Any minute.
Back to work, you slacker.
If there's sounds that you think Misty should put on her iPad, send us an email. Misty and Ike ruin the internet at gmail.com.
Welcome, punch.
You hit that, and then the slaps went off.
I know.
Oh, we should load the slaps onto your iPad.
Oh, we should.
Well, that was all about MySpace.
Kidding.
I'm sorry. I could sit and hit the buttons all day long. I liked having the new buttons.
Hit some new buttons. I'll stop. We're in bonus time.
What else do I have?
Do you have anything with cats?
Yeehaw!
Dude, I want to steal that one so bad. Let's get it on.
Warning.
Robot.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
That's what we...
I'm going to use that a lot.
We should hit that at the end. Every time the slap goes off.
We should.
Because it's like a countdown timer to self-destruct. Every episode, every morning here on Misty and I.
This will... What is it that Mission Impossible? This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
Yes.
Should you choose to accept...
Other way around.
Should you choose to accept this mission... This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
Mission Impossible.
Oh, our buddy Tom
recording.
Cruise. Old Tom. Not
Mission
Tom Anderson from MySpace. Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible. Bonus.
Nearly every episode of the classic 1966 series began with Peter Graves receiving a tape-recorded mission briefing, including the now iconic phrases, "Your mission, Jim. Should you choose to accept it?" And of course, "This tape will destruct in 5. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds." Was that the Price is Right?
Yeah, it was. Da-da-da-da.
Our executive producer, Jeremy, and I have been playing quite a bit of the Wheel of Fortune.
Then
The Price is Right, excuse me, lately.
We need to download a button that is Adam Sandler going, "The price is wrong, bitch!"
Oh, that is awesome. All right. Well, let's,
unless it's Friday. We'll
see you
tomorrow.
What a team.
It's
wow.
Beautiful.
We're so good at this.
Absolutely beautiful.
126 out.